If you've fallen behind on your car payments, you may be at risk of having your vehicle repossessed. Repossession can be stressful, but knowing the rules and your options can make a real difference. In this video, we'll explain what repossession is, Texas's repossession laws, and what to do if you're facing a possible repossession. Let's get started. Repossession happens when a lender takes back property that was used as collateral for a loan after payments aren't made. This is common with things like car loans. Because the loan is tied directly to the asset, the lender can legally reclaim the property if you miss payments. For example, if you have a car loan and fall behind on payments, the lender may try to repossess the car as a way to cover the unpaid balance. It's part of the terms you agree to when you take on a secured debt. These are any debts that are backed by collateral. Repossession is legal, but there are still rules in place to protect consumers. In Texas, creditors generally have the right to repossess property if you've fallen behind on your payments, and they don't need a court order to do it. This means that if you default on a car loan, the lender could repossess the car without going to court, making Texas what's known as a self-help repossession state. However, even though Texas allows creditors to repossess without court approval, there are limits. Repossession agents can't breach the peace, for example. In other words, repossession agents can't use force, threaten you, or enter a locked area, like a garage, to take back the property. If they do, it may be considered an illegal repossession, and you could take legal action. Knowing these rights is important. If you're in Texas and dealing with a creditor threatening repossession, understanding the process and your protections can help you respond appropriately. If your car is repossessed, it's essential to know your next steps. In Texas, creditors usually have to let you recover any personal belongings you left in a repossessed vehicle. So, if your car was taken with items inside, contact the lender to arrange to get your personal items back. Next, you'll want to check if the creditor plans to sell the repossessed property. In many cases, they'll sell it to try to recover the unpaid balance. You should be informed of the sale and may even have the right to redeem or buy back the property by paying off the debt before it's sold. Alternatively, you can try negotiating with the lender to set up a payment plan or settle the remaining debt after the sale. Repossession can feel final, but there are often ways to work with the lender, so don't hesitate to reach out to discuss your options. If you're worried about repossession, taking action early can help prevent it. One way is to keep communication open with your lender. If you're struggling to make payments, try reaching out to discuss options like a modified payment plan or temporary reduction. Many lenders are open to working with borrowers, especially if it means avoiding the cost and hassle of repossession. Another option to consider is bankruptcy, which can immediately stop collection actions, including repossession in many cases. Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. Bankruptcy may help you keep your assets while resolving debt issues. If repossession feels unavoidable and you're struggling to repay other debts, it could be worth exploring this option. Finally, make sure you fully understand the terms of any loan before you sign. Knowing what could lead to repossession and planning accordingly can help you protect your property. Repossession can be overwhelming, but knowing your rights and taking steps early on can make a big difference. If you're facing repossession, remember that you have options. And if you want more information about managing debt or exploring bankruptcy, Upsolve has free resources to help you along the way. Check out the link in the description to get started. And if this video helped you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on protecting your financial future.